according to St. Luke, the 12th chapter.
Glory to you, Lord.
Someone in the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the family inheritance with me." But Jesus said to him, "Friend, who sent me to be a judge or arbitrator over you?" And then Jesus said to them, "Take care, be on your guard against all kinds of greed. For one's life does not consist in the abundance of possessions." Then he told him a parable. The land of a rich man produced abundantly, and he thought to himself, "What should I do? For I have no place to store my crops." Then he said, "I will do this. I will pull down my barns and build larger ones. And there I will store all my grain and my goods. And I will say to my soul, 'Soul, you have ample goods laid up for many years. Relax, eat, drink, be merry.' But God said to him, 'You fool, this very night your life is being demanded of you. And the things you have prepared, whose will they be?' So it is with those who store up treasures for themselves, but are not rich towards God." This is the gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Christ. You may be seated. How does one trap a monkey? Have you thought about that? I mean, I know that monkey population isn't real big here in northeastern Ohio, so it's not a common practice, but there actually is a way to trap monkeys. So you just take a cord and you bore out a little hole in the bottom of the cord, just big enough for the monkey to slide its hand in. And then you tie the top of the gourd with a rope, a tree or what have you. And then you fill the gourd with rice. Now the monkey is going to take its hand, and it's going to slide its hand into the gourd, and it's going to grab a handful of rice. Now here's the thing. Monkeys are greedy. Very, very greedy. So once they get that handful of rice, they're not going to let it go. So they're trapped. Because now their fist won't come out the hole in the gourd. Their greed has trapped them. Without the willingness to let go of the rice and slide their hand back out, the monkey is trapped. And then the person who's trapping the monkey comes along, cuts the rope, grabs the gourd, they've got themselves their monkey. It's actually quite simple. It's rather comical to watch. If you ever want to YouTube a monkey being trapped, exactly, they scream and they shout and they yell and they yank and they try to get their hand out, not realizing all they need to do is just let go of the rice. It's a fitting image. It's a fitting image about how we as people of God can be trapped by our sin. How we as people of God, though raised with Christ, who are to seek the things above, where Christ is seated, can be trapped in sin. Paul, in the letter to the Colossians, talks about what it means to be baptized. In baptism, the old self is washed away. The old Adam is washed away. And we put on this new life. This new life in God that yearns to reflect God in the world around us. But our sin drives us to keep our eyes in the world. And the devil sets traps for us, telling us things like being able to hold on to our anger, our wrath, or our slander. Telling us that unforgiveness is okay. So that's the trap inside the gourd, if you will. And we want to reach in and when we hold on to that unforgiveness, we want to hold on to that wrath or that anger or that disappointment. We want to hold on to those things that are grounded in our sinful world. We don't want to let go of them. We don't want to let go of them Because we don't truly want to strip off the old self with its practices. We don't truly want to clothe ourselves with that newness of Christ, because that clothing of that newness of Christ acknowledges that no matter how good we have it here, it pales in comparison to what is to come. And so, letting go of those things that we want to cling to in this world for the good of the world, we just don't want to do that. And the devil says to us, you don't have to. Jesus is going to love you, and Jesus is going to welcome you in, and Jesus is going to open his arms to you and pull the gates. And yes, Jesus is going to do that, but you can hold on to those things. Paul says to put them to death. Those are pretty strong words. Paul's a good writer. He uses words specifically. He says, put them to death. Don't just put them aside. Don't just get them out on weekends or perhaps on your birthday. Put them to death. Whatever in you is earthly. Fornication, impurity, passion, evil desires, greed. On account of these, the wrath of God is coming on those who are disobedient. Put them to death. You have been clothed in something new and beautiful and wonderful. Don't get caught up with your hand in the gourd so that God makes a monkey out of you. Ever wonder where that came from? There it is. That's where that statement comes from. When you reach in, you hold on to that one thing. And you try desperately to pull your hand out. Hold on to that unforgiveness, or that anger, that hatred, or that hurt, or that disappointment. Hold on to that whatever it is that wraps us in the old. Put it to death. Because it is only on the other side of death that new life comes. Do not lie to one. Take away the abusive language from your mouth. You have to clothe yourself with something new, which is being renewed constantly. We come back to the water, we come back to the table, we come back to the Word to have newness renewed over and over and over again, because it can become sullied and dirty with our sin and our brokenness. But God's love for us is bigger than our sin and our brokenness. We don't get one new set of clothes and God says, keep those clean. God keeps renewing them over and over and over again as we cling to the cross and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That is the whole point. So that we have the power to put to death those things that draw us from God. Look, whatever's in that gourd may be wonderful. Whatever's in that gourd may give us energy, and hope, and power. But there is nothing in that gourd that can give us eternal life. So whatever you want to cling on to, let it go. Slide that hand out of the gourd and grasp the newness of Christ. Put to death, therefore, whatever in you is earthly, and cling to the newness that comes through the life, death, and resurrection